Hello, it's Jeff Finnefrock with Military Hire, and today we're going to go through the steps to post a job on Military Hire, as well as to look at candidate resumes that will fit your company's open positions. So to first start, when you join Military Hire, you're going to get a login credential, and you're going to want to come under the Employers menu and click on the Login Sign Up button. When you click on that, you'll be able to enter in your username and password and log in. That will bring you back into the Employers menu. You want to come back in here. And the two tasks, again, we're going to look at today is posting a job and searching resumes. First, we'll do post a job. When you click on post a job, you'll be asked to give the location of the job opening. If you have duplicate job openings, I would ask that you put in the listing for every unique location. So you enter in the city, state, and zip code. And as you scroll down here, you'll see that you can characterize the type of employment it is, full, part-time, remote, contract, temp to hire, etc. Then you can enter in the salary range, which is optional. You can either put in the per year or per hour amount. You then come over here to the job category and characterize the type of work that it is. The veterans are going to be asked to do the same thing, so this is a device to help pair you with available candidates. Then you can come down here to job title, which is a text-based window. You can just cut and paste the title in there. Be as descriptive as you can in the title as well as in the job description itself. Keep in mind when the candidates are searching for jobs, they're going to be entering in keywords that explain their capabilities. Likewise, when you look for candidates, you're going to try to look at skill-based keywords. So keep in mind that those are often the keywords that will connect you with the candidate when you fill out your job description. Also put in any other descriptors that make the job unique, as you would with any other job description. If you are a 4-star or above, you'll be able to be contacted by an email or through the company website in response to your job listing. So if it's an email, enter it, click on the email button and enter an email address. If it's a website, click on the website link and enter in the website address there. If you want to then put in a reference code, you'll be able to add it in there. If you want to reference something that is similar to Military Hire or has the letters MH, we'd appreciate that because it would indicate to you the value that we're providing to you and where that inquiry came from. Then you can look at the job status. You can mark it as either active or inactive, especially if you have a longer term agreement with us and that listing might be seasonal over a period of months. You can, instead of entering in the position multiple times, just keep it in the system and note it as active or inactive. Or you can set an expiration date for the listing overall and then click here for a notification when you want to be informed that the job is no longer active. With that, you click on Save, and that is how you put in a job. And then we're going to go here to the Employers menu and go to Search Resumes. This is to search candidates that are in the database already, that have used our system at some point in the past. But as well, when you save this search, you'll be able to reference it back because it will continue to search for the keywords you enter here for candidates that might enter in our database after you establish a resume search, or what we call a resume scout. The number of resume scouts that you're permitted is tied to the subscription level that you have with Military Hire, so please check that and make sure that you understand the permissions that you have, and I'll show you another place you can check that. So in this instance, this is like any other kind of Boolean type search where you can enter in keywords. So I'm going to just type in the word engineer. You can also certainly pick a security clearance if that's pertinent to your job. I'm not going to do that in this case. You can do a radius search where you can search within 5 to 100 miles of a given zip code, or you can look statewide with this drop-down menu of any of the 50 states. So I'm going to pick Ohio because that's where we are. But again, nationwide, you can look nationwide or by state. If you want to save this search, this is what constitutes a resume scout. So if I want to call this, Ohio engineer, that is very helpful so that you don't have to keep entering in a search every time you do that. And when I search, it comes back with the candidates that fit that particular search. So when I look here, it gives the name, location, rank, branch, and security clearance, and date of availability for that candidate. Oftentimes you might see dates that are in the future. That would indicate that the candidate is still enlisted and will be available soon in the civilian market. These red links are the resumes, and these are self-titled by the veteran. So if you see a link here that you might have, it might not be as clear that that person is, an engineer, or in the case of your keyword search, indicate a match there. Don't be hung up on that, because when you scroll here, you'll see your keywords highlighted in red, and you'll get a sense within their resume of the keywords that are matches. You can do and as well as or searches for more advanced searches, or use the quotation marks for exact phrase matching so that you can get some more specific results. I just wanted to give you this example so that you get a sense of the keyword highlighting. Again, if you're a 4-star or above, you'll get the email and phone contact information so you can contact them directly. If you're a 3-star, you'll need to use this button to contact the candidate through the military hire portal. Finally, you can also save the resume, and I'll show you where that goes in your administrative account area, or email it to a colleague. So with that, again, my recommendation strongly is to at least have one resume scout tied to every job opening that you have, so that you not only post a job, but you have the search capability to find candidates in the database yourselves. It's great to be proactive and find those candidates yourselves. So with that, we've gone through those 2 steps, posting a job and searching resumes. Now, when you want to look at your overall account status, you go into My Account. Here is where the administrator for your account will have access to everything that's going on within your utilization of military hire. You can look at your jobs, the jobs you've posted. Now, in this case, we don't have active jobs in my account, but you can also then look at your resume scouts. So those examples I gave earlier, where you want to look at the candidates, what can happen here is when you look at your resume scouts, you can go in and edit the search parameters. Maybe you want to change those at some point. You can certainly delete those in the case maybe you have a duplication of past efforts. Or if you want to see those matching resumes, again, you click there and you can readily see day to day who is in your scout matching those criteria. So definitely use those functions. If you use the portal to communicate to candidates, those will be listed here. If you saved any resumes, those will be saved in this window. You can look at the resumes that you viewed, as well as the resumes that you've responded to. So in this case, again, this is a trial account. I've not done that, but you would see those same types of listings there. You then go into account activity, and this is where you can see the level of the account that you have, in this case a 5-star. If you need more functionality, you can always upgrade. You can manage your account here, and by managing the account, this is where you see the overall view of your 5-star account. In this case, it could be 3, 4, 5 here. If again, you can upgrade when your upcoming renewal date is, or if you need to cancel. If you found a candidate and want to cancel, that's fine. Then if you look at your account activity over the last 30 days versus the maximum allowed, here's where you can really tell if you're up against any particular constraints of functionality within the site. Down here, you'll look at the individual account members that are associated with your company account, and as the administrator, you can select and remove them, or you can add a new member to the account here. So that's where you do that. We recommend that you use email addresses initially for usernames and some logical sequence so that you as an administrator can remember the passwords, and then the account user can go in and certainly change their criteria to log in. So the point of this, I would also share that the key accounts that subscribe, like I just explained, will be able to be listed here in the Hot Jobs section. So we're actively listing your company name and linking to all of your listings on our site. So it's a great one-stop way for veterans to find you. We also do weekly newsletters to promote this to veterans with all the hot jobs. When the veteran wants to search by occupation, this is where your classifying of your job openings by the occupation type is critical, because they can come in here and search by the type of occupation and find resulting jobs. And then we certainly enable veterans to search jobs by state. So by detailing the location of your job, they're going to have quick access to where those jobs are. So again, it's key that you are complete in filling out your information, that you put all the pertinent information when you post a job with keywords that are pertinent to the skill sets you're looking for. And then definitely fill out a resume scout so that you make sure that you have constant monitoring of applicants that come into the site that are going to meet your criteria, and reach out to them. Again, be proactive. And then finally, use your account management window to check on your account status, look at your resume scouts, and keep your account up to date. With that, I'll close out. I appreciate your time, and thanks for listening.